It seems like there's a lot of exciting information and potential developments in Marvel Cinematic Universe. Let's delve into how Marvel might navigate the situation after Jonathan Majors' case fallout and for the future plans for various projects. According to My Time to Shine Hello, Kang will be recast in the next 2 Avengers films. Go ahead and list some of your favorites to play the time-traveling villain. My money's on Denzel Washington or John David Washington, but you can go ahead and list your own preference in the comment section below. Marvel Studios faces a challenge after Jonathan Majors' firing due to the assault case that was just, delivered a verdict. They might consider several approaches to maneuver their upcoming projects. First, they might rewrite scripts to rework storylines to either exclude Majors' character or find a replacement actor to fill that role. This could potentially delay timelines and affect the narrative arc originally intended for the MCU in the not-too-distant future. Regarding the plans for Avengers 5, there is an intention to incorporate Kang in some capacity. The film shooting, initially planned for 2024, may now see delays in production due to the reorganization required post-Jonathan Majors' firing. Marvel is actively searching for a director for Secret Wars as well, and the lineup of Avengers might be more limited than they initially planned. Daniel RPK posted some Marvel updates to his Patreon, including more info on the plan for the Avengers in the future. Kang's involvement in Avengers 5 is still confirmed, with shooting scheduled late for 2024. The movie will feature a more concise Avengers lineup. The tease of the Young Avengers in the Marvels post-credits scene sets the stage for a separate movie project focusing on that team. Members of that team could include Ms. Marvel, Kate Bishop, Casey Lang, and potentially Spider-Man, and they would all be possibly tackling threats like Kingpin's resurgence in New York City. The Avengers facing Kang in the next Avengers film won't be the only new team coordinating together. Ms. Marvel teased that new Young Avengers during that post-credit scene in the Marvels after all. Where does Daniel RPK say that takes us? According to the same source, Spider-Man 4 is rumored to have a storyline involving multiple street-level heroes and a face-off between Spider-Man and a recovering Wilson Fisk. Echoes' storyline shift might tease Fisk's ambitions to be mayor, potentially setting up a big conflict with Spider-Man. Alex Perez from the Cosmic Circus says there's new plans to have Kingpin be that first major bad for the teams like the Young Avengers. Marvel intends to explore individual story arcs in the future, like Dark Reign, possibly focusing on a clash between heroes and villains in a citywide conflict. The Rise of the Midnight Suns might include supernatural elements and also mystical adventures. That all could be potentially teased in this area as well. Additionally, the narrative will touch upon the emergence of mutants, potentially introducing the X-Men and related storylines. There is an impending threat hinted to wreak havoc on Earth 616, the primary Marvel Comics universe, and it remains mysterious and ominous. This is going to gradually build up, leading to a high-impact event that will ultimately lead to the Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars film, both still slated for between 2026 and 2028. The resolution of Jonathan Majors' case might impact those release dates, but the narrative seems poised to introduce Kang the Conqueror while setting the stage for another group of potential heroes post-Secret Wars. Beyond the Multiverse Avengers, the current Earth 616 heroes, and the Young Avengers, there is speculation about the introduction of more teams. These groups could potentially explore lesser-known heroes and assemble their own groups that we've never seen in projects before, but in these new formats and storylines. The introduction of X-Men and the Fantastic Four suggests a reinvigoration of the MCU, exploring the rich lore and the dynamics of mutant characters, potentially taking center stage in the saga post-Secret Wars. This shift could herald the new exploration of entirely new storylines with all new characters in the MCU, and I'm just excited for it. And I think Deadpool 3 is really going to show us what Marvel Studios is really capable of doing with all of these X-Men properties. And there's more intrigue about a potential character coming from the Sony Spider-Verse jumping into the MCU and adding a new excitement layer to the MCU. My money is who might be coming in from the Sony Spider-Man universe would either be Venom or Kraven. Honestly, both could be good choices, but I would definitely prefer Venom just because we need that symbiote connection in the Spider-Man storyline. I'm also fascinated to see how different Spider-Man 4 will be from No Way Home back in 2021. Marvel Studios is going to be going for a grittier setting for both their shows and films. Alex from the Cosmic Circus posted an article talking about what he heard from Marvel Studios and claims that Echo will serve as the pilot project for this new mature direction for Marvel Studios via Disney+, while the upcoming Deadpool and Wolverine film will tackle the R-rated experiences at the films.
Hey movie lovers, welcome to Real Talk Movies, your next destination for all things cinema. If you're a big film fanatic like me, smash that like button and hit subscribe. By subscribing, you'll never miss out on future discussions, in-depth reviews, and analysis on all things related to film. Now, back to the video.
Other mature projects that Marvel Studios might tackle are obviously Daredevil Born Again, Blade, the Thunderbolts, and Marvel Zombies. The Thunderbolts is pushing for that R rating, and Deadpool 3 will determine if Marvel Studios will go in that direction, in my opinion. Another sector of the MCU that will be explored is the Hulk lineage. It was sort of hinted that Bruce Banner was on a planet that was super friendly to him despite being this big green brawler. Alex from the Cosmic Circus claims that the MCU will pin his storyline alongside the world political situations that's going on. Countries competing for the ultimate weapon like adamantium or vibranium, and creating super soldiers like we saw in Paul and Special Agent John Walker will start a new global arms race. Other brands connected to the storyline could include Black Panther, Captain America Brave New World Order, She-Hulk, and of course, the Thunderbolts. Alex from that article claims that Bruce's attempt to keep his blood and supergenetics DNA from sinister forces secret will fail. The first to take this notorious route will be President Thunderbolt Ross, played by Harrison Ford. A World War Hulk film is now possible and on the horizon for Marvel Studios to film. I believe that this World War Hulk clash will lead to the end of the metahuman route for the MCU. After Secret Wars, Marvel Studios will focus and center around mutants and the Fantastic Four. The Avengers could be taking a big hiatus after that big 5-hour split into two halves multiversal storyline that we're going to get. Other topics include the storylines revolving around Wanda Maximoff and the Midnight Suns, but I'll save that for a future video with the Agatha series coming out next year. But these are just all scoops and rumors that are not confirmed from Marvel Studios or Disney. There's tons of planning and pre-production taking place, but the clock is ticking for Kevin Feige to write the course for the franchise well into the multiversal saga. Picking the right directors, writers, and actors to fill these roles will be essential based on the polarizing reception that we've seen from recent projects. But let me know what excites you the most, Spidey's street-level heroes, or the Young Avengers really sparking a new life in the MCU. Are you also excited to know that a brand new X-Men team could be showing up in the new MCU, post-Secret Wars? And finally, what villain from the Sony Spider-Man universe would you like to see jump into an MCU project in the future? Share all those thoughts down below.
Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope that you enjoyed today's topic. If you could hit that sub button, that would be awesome. Hit that like button and boost my video up on the algorithm. Click that bell so you don't miss any of my videos that get uploaded. And if you have some time to spare, check out some of these videos on your screen right now.